Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Volunteers are about to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. On the run, it's Harden. On the move at the 30. Running toward the tape. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, set the tone for this football.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Boyd. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, keep it out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
2nd down coming up. Missed fired. On the last play, they'll go back to the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He wants to throw it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Now on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Looking left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground. Incomplete pass.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yardage. Now we're 4th and manageable. And you dang right. We're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Keeps the legs moving. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Boyd. snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
On a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback and disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw. It's Prince. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. The short hands. It's Hatchett.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big 3rd down conversion.
Caught behind the line. It's Higgins. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Hatchett. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Fires left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. The jet sweep pass. Discards a man. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. The inside handoff. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
Man, if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Prince. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Reinbold. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, going to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now, a great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Avoids pressure. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking to throw, it's Prince. He'll throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in. It's Harden. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up in the rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Into the end zone. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed and you got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Offense set on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if the dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Unloads to the wideout. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Power football with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal.
Easy. Ready.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And he tries to wedge his way into the end zone, but the defense stands tall. No, they didn't. They got low and stopped him from making it in. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Clemson. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Still running at the 40. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. The Vols with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
He'll start this drive firing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air, it's Prince. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. He's up to 113 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. 2nd and goal for the offense. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 6.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And it's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Prince. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. First down to start the drive after the break. They go to the counter. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Volunteers want to move quickly. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get that?
Reels it in down the left side. Can anyone catch him? He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by the defense. First and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Dropping back, it's Thorne. Going for 6. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He fires it out to the right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburner's coming. At the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And the beatdown has ensued.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to throw it again. He makes the connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Boyd. Got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Incomplete. And, man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been.
A shot toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown ball.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bounced. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Now on second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Boyd. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete. They might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. That's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be...
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Looking for room. It's Harden. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. And he's coming out of the end zone, running through contact. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the score.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
42, Spider.
Going up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And the pummeling has started. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop the butt. I would argue, Reese, you can't just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That